Good evening and welcome to Thundersley Presents. I can see we've already got some lovely people coming into the comments. And good evening to Sharon. Sharon is our lovely medium this evening who will be working with yourselves in expanding and enhancing her mediumship online. So hello Sharon, lovely to see you.
Hello, thank you. Looking forward to this evening.
We're going to have some fun. So good
so.
evening. We will do. We will most definitely will do. So for those who are new, first of all, welcome to obviously to lovely Sharon, who will be working with me. Well, I'll be working with Sharon helping Sharon expand and develop her skills on an online mediumship level. Because online mediumship is completely different when it comes to working with yourselves and working on a face-to-face level. When you're doing online, I can't put my teeth in this because somebody in spirit's walking through the door. That's why. When you're working online, you are making the ultimate trust in spirit. There isn't anybody in front of you to be able to make them links and connections apart from your comments. So it is a bit of a scary experience, although I know that Sharon is going to smash it. We know she will this evening because everybody always does. So as I said, if you are new, this is a monthly show where we bring on, where Rob and I, co-boss Rob and I, we help support mediums wanting to expand their skills. Now, how the evening will work was I will start opening up the evening. I'll open it also up to Sharon to see if there's anybody that she would like to connect to. And she may well come to you direct. She may well bring somebody through. For those who are viewing and can understand it, please, if you can voice whether the things that Sharon is providing make sense. If you can say, yes, I can take that. I've got a family member in spirit called Cynthia, because that was a new one we're using tonight. Please do so. It can even just be the smallest information. It enables us, both me and Sharon, to be able to start linking in, making them connections and making that connection stronger for both of us. Okay, now Sharon's is on her phone this evening. I do apologize, my lighting's going donk 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 donk, so I do apologize, but Sharon is on her phone at the moment, so it may well be that she can't see the comments, so you will have me every so often go, yes Sharon, that makes sense, Rebecca can understand that, and I'll be able to say to Sharon where she's going. Right, so I'm going to do some hellos, and then what we'll do is we will open up the evening. So we have the lovely Rosemary, we have the lovely Dee, good evening. We have Rebecca, hello Rebecca. We have the lovely Faye, hello Connie, hello Kirsten, hope you're well. Hello Jenny, we've got Jenny Haywood on there, so hello to the lovely Jenny. I know she supports the church lots. So good evening to those who are coming. And if you can remember to please like, share and follow Thundersley to help Thundersley reach more people, to allow Sharon to reach more people. I'm all right. You can leave me alone. I'm only joking, but I'm more than all right. So how, as I said, the evening will go on that Sharon and I will work together. I'll do some mediumship. Sharon may well do some, well, she will be doing some mediumship. And then hopefully we'll have an evening of fun and joy. So Sharon, I'm going to give you the first opportunity. Is there anybody that you have with you that's walked in the door? Is there, can you see the comments? How are we getting on for you as your first time so far?
Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. I have actually got someone. I've got a gentleman that's very insistent on coming forward. The gentleman I have got he's wearing a flat cap. I'm going back quite, I'd say sort of in the 50s, 60s. He's got a waistcoat, he's got a shirt that's unbuttoned, and he brings with him a walking stick and a white dog. Now, I don't know where this dog's come. I think it's a grandfather figure. And I think it's a grandfather figure on the mother's side. He's very countrified, very, very country. He likes being in the country, he's saying. Mm-hmm. Let's see what the person that he wants to connect to also loves the country, but they're not in the country. But their heart belongs to the country. And he's right. Okay. What else do you want to say? Very, very quietly spoken. He wouldn't assume anything. He's taking off his hat. He's saying, "Don't call me bald." He's got the hair round the side and thinning at the top. Mm-hmm. And he's definitely saying he's a grandfather. The roots are I'm no good with geography, but the roots are definitely in the country. I can see lots of trees, lots of grass, like a paddock area. And there is definitely a link to a white dog that he's showing me. He wasn't one for the seaside, he's saying. What do you want to say? Whoever this message is for, he's saying, go with your heart. You don't belong where you are. You belong in the country. So I don't know whether or not you're thinking of a move or something like that, but he's just saying, go for it, please. I don't know who it's for, and I do apologise for that. I normally do one-to-ones. So doing something like this is quite scary.
Sharon, I'm going to interrupt. I think it's for me. I can take, which is brilliant. And the first one, unless anybody else, because nobody's commented just yet. I know Deb says she can take it. The reason why I will tell you where it makes sense, and then obviously Deb Lancashire, Deb's Flow, lovely Deb's. If it makes sense to you, please come back. Gentleman, granddad, flat cap, died in his 60s. Very smart gentleman. The white dog, I have two Westies in spirit. It would have been both on my mother's side and my father's side, because both granddads are in spirit. He was a quietly spoken person. He did have the kind of Jean-Luc Picard, the one where they've got no hair on top but around there. And there is regular conversations about me wanting to move to the country, but I can't move to the countryside just yet. So if that fit, unless Debs has got something else, That makes 100%. And when you said go with your heart, I have just made a big decision with regards to trusting myself and my own emotions. So that would make sense. So unless it makes sense for Debs, the minute you said the white dog and that you're not in the countryside but you want to be in there, I was like, crikey, I think it's for me, which is fine because it always. I ask my loved ones to come through and ask you to help. Deb said it's for you. I do it on purpose. I don't do it on purpose, obviously. But see, look, we're working
There you
online.
go. Right, okay.
Okay, you're right. Go on.
There's the message. That's the message for you, Claire. He's just saying, please go with your heart. Okay. Sending you tons and tons of love. Sending lots of love hearts for you. So thank you for that. I've got another gent here, but he's holding a baby.
Not me. Not me. Done that. Thank you.
Not you. No.
Keep me on going.
Okay. The baby was either not to term or went to term and didn't survive that long. And the gent is saying that it's another granddad. I do get the granddads. He's holding him and he's saying, please, please, just know that he is safe and I have got him. And you were very, very close to your granddad. Whoever this is for, you were very, very close, or someone is very, very close. I think actually this is a message that someone needs to pass on. I don't think it's for anyone in the group. I think someone in the group knows somebody that has suffered this. Absolutely, it's awful. And they're struggling. And it's their granddad that has got the baby. So if you know who this is, please tell them that granddad has their son. And he's smiling. He's smiling. This, I think, is quite recent as well. I don't think that it's within the last year, 18 months. But he's got the baby and he's smiling. He just wants this lady to know that baby is safe. And whoever this is for, they had fantastic relationship with the granddad. Okay. That's all he wanted to say. But that, I don't think that's for anyone in the group. There is someone in the group that knows of somebody. Okay, and it was a baby boy. Right, okay, who else have we got?
So Megan.
Oh, they're coming thick and fast.
You got some. I know they know you're working. Spirit know. And then the lovely Megan Colm has said, my granddad is in spirit, and so is my older brother. I also have a friend who's lost her baby a year ago. So Megan can understand the message, Sharon. So, but she's not sure whether the young lady's granddad is in spirit, but she's able to take the message and will be able to pass that on as well, Sharon. So well done. That's 2 people.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Megan. She needs to know. She does need to know. She's still suffering at the moment. You'd suffer your whole lifetime for, it's awful, absolutely awful. But just tell her it's not over. Okay. I think there's going to be another little girl coming along quite soon. She's going to hear. Okay. Because he's smiling. He's got a little pink blanket ready for her. Okay. Who else have I got coming in? I've got a very bubbly lady coming now. And when I say bubbly, I mean bubbly. I do tend to go for nans, and she is what you would call a lovely, lovely nan. She's got an apron on. She's got her hair curly, quite short curls. Loves being in the kitchen. She doesn't call it a back garden. She calls it a backyard. I think we've got a London connection here. I'm pretty sure it's London. Yeah, she's saying it's London connection. And she's famous. She was famous for her pies. Everyone wanted to make her pie. She's saying pigeon pie. I don't like pigeon pie myself, but yeah, we've got a pigeon pie. She's got rolling pin. We're going back to the 50s. So again, I think that this is going to be a nan. She's given me the name, an M initial. I don't know if it's Meryl or Meryl, Mavis, Meryl. It's an M. I've got an M initial. Oh, she would have been the life and soul of any party. Always baking. All right, what are you telling me? Her husband, she's saying the old man, he just puts up with me, but he loves me really. So yeah. Who else have we got? What else have we got? I've definitely got her. She's not going anywhere. What do you want to say?
So
there's someone on here. Right. The reason she's showing me all this cooking and pies, there's someone on here that can't make a pie. Tried making a pie. You cannot make a decent pie, she's saying. And she's saying that the secret is the secret of making a good pie is when you get your flour. I don't make pies, and you put something else in with it that you have to you put your flour and aerate it. She's saying you have to aerate it, and that is why your pies aren't any good. So there is definitely someone on here who's trying very, very hard, but the pies aren't as good. And she's showing me an apple pie and a cherry pie. So someone's trying to make pies. They're not going well. I'm terribly sorry. I'm just giving the message. Don't shoot the messenger. Right. She's got in the backyard. She doesn't have many flowers, and she cleans with a scrubbing brush. She stands on her hands and knees, not just the step, but also the backyard. Oh, crikey. What do you want to tell me? Oh, she just wants to give the message. Keep trying, love. You're going to get the pies. You will definitely get the hang of making a pie, which is good. She's bringing in, she's a brother. That's why she said someone got a brother in spirit. She's bringing in, she's saying this is the brother. He passed away. I suddenly feel quite serious. He passed away. They show him, I don't know, a bike crash, something like that. It was a bike. It was sudden shock. Okay. It shocked the whole family. He was in, I'm going to say in his 20s. He don't believe in anything like this. He's saying, I don't believe in anything like this. But he needs somebody to know that he's absolutely fine. He's absolutely fine. And it's his nan that went to collect him, if that makes sense. She was there for him. He's losing his seriousness now. He's got quite a cheeky smile. He was a bit, I can't say he was Jack the lad. He was quite sensible, but not studious. He liked to go out and have a bit of a drink. Lots of friends. He's saying his sister, who is down here, they weren't what you would call close. You know, they were brother and sister. I think there's quite an age gap between yous, so you wasn't that close. He's got dark hair, quite slim. What else do you want to tell me? All he's saying is the message is you never know when your time's up. Live it. There's someone that's not living their life at the moment, and he's saying just go out, you do it, girl, you do it, and he's with you all the time. I tell you what, the pair of them two, they must have a hoot up there. Absolute hoot. He's eating her pigeon pies and she's looking down, looking at this person who can't make a pie. I don't know if anyone can take that, but
Well,
he's absolutely fine.
nobody's commented, but it was quite ironic that you said the word hoot, Sharon. The reason being, as I say that, was because Rosemary Kern said sounds like a hoot. So it wouldn't surprise me, as I'm linking in as well, that I'm not saying that, Rosemary, you are the person, but it wouldn't surprise me, Rosemary, if this is a link in connection with you, purely down to the fact that we've had the hoot staying, but at the moment nobody can take them. So if you can understand the message, if you can understand the lovely lady that came through, the bubbly nan that had the pies and could understand all of that, and if you could understand also at least a young male in spirit who lost their life due to a tragedy, and understand that somebody needs to embrace life, shall we say, please can you just sort of comment below. It doesn't have to be every single bit of information. Remember, those that are watching, if it resonates within your heart or your tummy, then you know that your loved ones are coming through. Okay, so if Jackie's just come through, I know a man who was a biker and he died in his 20s suddenly, but not by a bike accident. Okay, so a Jackie Tool can understand about the gentleman who was a biker, but he died suddenly in his 20s, but not necessarily through an accident.
No, as I say, I might have assumed there was a bike accident because he was showing me bikes.
That's fine. That's
so
fine.
yeah,
We do that. Okay.
excellent.
Right. Okay. But we know how it always works here. Sharon, your message has been a fantastic message so far. You've been rocking it straight away. So we always know that sometimes people will be able to resonate with it a little bit later, or they'll come and watch it a bit later. But anybody, if you do understand or you can take bits of the information, please do so. Right, as you're on a roll, Sharon, is there anybody else that's come through?
I've got someone screaming at me, Australia, Australia.
Okay, then.
Amy's showing me a great big map of Australia. Come on then, are you coming through? He's showing me everything about Australia. He's absolutely fascinated with Australia, or someone here is fascinated with Australia. I've got kangaroos, I've got wallabies, I don't even know what wallabies are. Koalas. He's showing me the Aborigines. He's taking me on a trip around Australia, a very, very quick trip around Australia. Right, so why? Oh, we've even got the hat with the cogs, and he's laughing now. Someone here, he's saying someone wants to go to Australia. Well, if you give me a name, I'm getting a name. I think it's Dave. Initial D. And he's just laughing. I don't know if he went to Australia or it was something that he wanted to do to go to Australia. He is, and when I say he's a character, I mean he is larger than life in personality wise. He took life and he went with it. Come on then. He's just rambling on and on. He spoke quite fast as well during his younger days. He's saying uncle, so I don't know if it's somebody's uncle he just went off and he didn't come back. When did you go? Come on, when did you go?
So I should make it. Lee D. Hunt says she can take it. So Lee can take the Australian connection and the gentleman.
Oh, excellent. So excellent.
Thank you, Dee.
Okay. Dee, I don't know whether or not you want to go to Australia, but he's really, really pushing you. When I say really pushing you, he'd be pushing you out the door if he could and pack your suitcase. There is definitely an Australian link here. I think he got quite poorly quite quickly. He's showing me he got very, very skinny. And when I say skinny, I mean he did get very, very ill. But he still went with a smile on his face, he's saying. Someone somewhere, I do believe, has got his a hat with the corks round it. Oh my God. No, Dee, not you.
So Connie says, we'll do D's and then we'll do Connie. So Connie says, not me. My husband David applied for Australian Army years ago. So her husband has. And Connie, we do love a double link. Sorry. We also have Connie says, I'm thinking of going in September. My brother lives there. Dave is my brother, but he's in England. So you've got two potential people.
Okay. It's definitely an uncle that went to Australia.
Right.
Can either of you take an uncle that went to Australia? Because it's him that has passed, and it's him that is pushing somebody here to say, go for it. You need to go to Australia.
Okay, but Connie says,
You've got to have.
And then you've seen the comments. Oh, I really don't need to be here tonight.
Yeah, I've got it there. I've got that back.
You got the comments.
Yeah. He's saying, why have you not got the corks on it? You've got to have. You've got to have the Australian. Every Australian hat has to have the corks on it. But the person that is went out there. Let's see if I can. He had brown hair, but it was a light brown hair. I would say brown with blonde highlights, and he's just laughing, saying I'm being flirtatious now. But it wasn't black hair. It's a fair hair. It was quite muscular. It's quite tanned. He absolutely, he loved it. He loved it. My friend who passed, it's his brother. Okay. Our husband's uncle went to Australia and passed. My God, you've got a lot of people in Australia. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else I can give you.
Ask him to give you something unique to help you draw in, or ask them to, because we've got two C's as well, which never ever helps if you've got two names. So ask him if there's anything unique, or ask him to say which one you want to work with.
Okay, right. He's just saying to me, just say, whoa! That's WHOA. Yeah, and that's how he's telling me to say it. Whoa! Someone says, whoa, quite a lot. Oh my God. Honestly, he's a character. Right. What else? Come on. Who else are we going to go with? You've got to give me something here, please. Okay, so right, we're not in Australia. So he's saying Crete. Is someone been to Crete or going to Crete? Someone is thinking of going to Crete, and it's definitely Crete because he's showing me Crete, and I've got the blue sea around Crete. Yeah, the Greek islands. Someone's booking or have booked or has just been around one of the Greek islands, and I think it might be Crete because he keeps saying Crete. What else have I got? He was very good at mending things. He's showing me a car engine and he's trying to mend it, but he didn't like new things. He liked things that were quite old, rusty, and he'd get his hands dirty. What else have we got? Give me something else. Right, he's starting to slow down a little bit. He's now taking this a little bit more seriously, which is good because he just comes straight in. His wife is going to Zanti in. Yeah, possibly. Karen. I'm looking at your names, and I think this possibly could be for Karen.
Okay. So,
I think so.
Yeah. So we've got Dee can understand, Karen can understand,
Yeah.
and obviously Cheryl. But what we'll do is Sharon will give you a break and I'll jump in after you've done your message, and I'll pick one of the other people and ask them to come through. So Continue
Okay.
as you are. Everybody, the lovely Dee, Karen and Cheryl, I know they understand how our evenings work. So you just keep going and we will find where this gentleman needs to
Where
go.
this gentleman's going to go. Whoever this message is for, he's given me the name Lillian. Lillian or Lily. And I don't know where that's come from. He's just saying, just say Lillian, but it could possibly be Lily. He just wants you to know, just go for it. Please, just go for it, he's saying. You want to do it? Go there. Okay? And he sends lots and lots of love and kisses. He said, I'm not going to tell them that I'm there with them all the time. He said, because I'm not. So but he pops in every now and again just to make sure you're okay. But just please go for it, he's saying.
And he's my cousin, his daughter's always travelling. Okay. And Dee we want to move as well. Okay. Right. So what I'll do is, Sharon, I will just, whilst you'll keep on chinwag with your man, unless he's still there and wants to pass over. So those that could understand, so we can recap and give poor Sharon a break because she's had some funny old characters tonight. We obviously have a gentleman who we had that uncle link as well. We have the Australian link. We have the fact that this gentleman was a high energy guy. We also have the phrase, whoa, as in this would have been a current phrase, like, whoa there, like, hold your horses kind of thing. Okay, we also have the name Lillian or Lily as well. We also have the Crete connection as well, somebody wanting to go away for Crete, and we've got that link there as well. Okay, let me see if I can help with this one. Right, I know I want to go to Dee. Sharon, I know you was drawn to Karen. So Dee, I'm going to come and just quickly work with you, Dee, because I've got your lovely gentleman. His mum's name was Lillian. See, I've been going D. So what I'll do is I will do D, and then Sharon, I'll come back to you to see whether you want to continue with D or whether your person has just brought in Dee's person through, because there's definitely double links and treble links going on there. Right. Dee, would you understand also October being important? I've just been told October is a significant month. I keep shouting at me. But October will be a birthday party and an anniversary. This month is important as well. Another significant month. Okay. And November. So we've got April, October and November. There's my hand. Do it birthday party and anniversaries for you. I've also got to give you the name William Bill as well. So that's another name I need to pass over. Can be upstairs in the spirit world, can be down here on the ground floor. I always joke there is in a basement, so you're safe with me. Okay, thank you very much. Would you also understand with the whoa, would you also understand there's been conversations? I've got the other link coming through. Stop that. That stays with the lovely Sharon. I don't need you as well. But April's my birthday. April's got my birthday. Would you also understand the 18th? The 18th would be significant. There's a birthday party and an anniversary in or around the 18th. And as this gentleman is coming through, he's saying about the moment there's a little bit of stress of crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Yeah, that's the right way round. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Okay. He also makes me feel that he was a bit of a impetuous, that's a good word for the evening, an impetuous gentleman. He'd be the one that would go, let's just sign a document and go with it. But they're saying how there is a need to cross the T's and dot the I's. Now, I noted about moving, so there must be some formalities that need to be put into place, because he's like, it's a little bit of a risk, and there's a little bit of wear and a little bit wall. So there is that case of needing to cross the T's and dot the I's because of formality, but he would have just said, let's go for it. He has got that adventure around you. Dee, would you also understand that you're not happy with the wallpaper? Some wallpaper's gone up, some decorating's been done, and you're like, I ain't happy with that. He's cracking, because if you're going to move, what's the point? What's the point? So as he's coming in, Dee, he's going, what is the point? But it's either you don't like the wallpaper, you don't like the paint, there's something on the walls you don't like, because he said, what's the point? about kind of going into this one. We want to go abroad but can't because my husband's illness. Okay, thank you very much. But he does feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of adventures. Also, would you understand that somebody's been suffering with a cold a lot? I know we've just come into spring. We've just come out of that fake spring. We're now coming into warmer months, but I'm being drawn to jumpers. So I don't know if you do understand that the gentleman, your lovely husband's been suffering with the cold a lot at the moment. Okay. This gentleman that I was linking in with, that was half chatting to Sharon, and I know Sharon don't like the house, but we can't. Okay, thank you. He's just coming through to sort of say everything happens for a reason and everything happens at the right time. So although things may not feel like you're getting there exactly what you want, and things may not feel exactly how you would like things to play, he is saying the right, he has CPA. Okay, thank you. He has the right one and the right house, and the right timing will come through. And it just feels like the next property that you'll be able to find, where you'll be able to just relax, because he said to me at the moment it's a little bit like there's too much going on and not feeling able to relax, but he's around giving that upliftment and energy. Okay. Mum's not well, love to. Oh, bless you, Dee. And with that, Dee, I'm going to close your connection down, come back to Sharon and give Sharon, bless her, Sharon's just had them. They've all come through. They knew you were working tonight, Sharon. They were like, hey, I just said it. So Sharon, my lovely, I've got to you. Have you still got your fella with you, or are you now on to somebody else?
No, I think I've, hang on a minute, who have we got here? Oh, no, I have actually got a very lovely, slim, well-presented lady. She's immaculately dressed. She's got all her faces all done up. I'm going to say she's around about a size 10, 12. She likes wearing suits, and she's also got some beads around her. Quite softly spoken. She's very unassuming. And when I say very unassuming, she is, I want to be her. I want to be like her, because my voice has now changed. It's very soft, and I'm not softly spoken, but she's very softly spoken. She worked, which I think, going back to her time when she was younger, not a lot of ladies worked in, she's saying haberdashery. Haberdashery? What do? They make hats or something.
Haberdashery is a shop.
Haberdashery shop.
Says all the doesn't it, and the buttons and everything else, so you can make things from it. Make
things, but I think it was. She worked really hard. She did work hard, and I don't know whether or not she married, because I can't see a wedding ring on. She's going, no, dear, no. I never got married. She was a very, very good seamstress. Very good seamstress. She made a lot of her own clothes. She's either a mum or she's saying aunt. I was going to say a nan, but she's saying an aunt. She's got an absolute stunning hat on. And I would say I love the 1940s. Okay, that's my passion. I love the 1940s and 1950s. I don't think we're going back as far as that, but that's her passion. That's why she's come through. She loved anything to do with the 40s, not so much the 50s, but she loved the fashion of the 40s, and that's how she would have dressed. So she would have had the pencil skirt and the jacket. She would have even gone out with a hat on, and people would sort of, well, look at her. But she was born in the wrong time, she's saying. She liked the oldie stuff from the 40s, possibly the 50s, not so much the late 50s, not rock and roll, but definitely the 40s. She would never drink out of a mug. Had to be a cup and a saucer. She was what an absolute diamond. Okay, let's get some more. And she didn't like tights. She had to wear stockings. Okay. She was reincarnated from the 40s. She loves the 40s. Okay, what else do you want to give me? Who we got? Who just
So at the moment we've got nobody. So we'll do Rob. Will
nobody.
Do cap, and we'll do a lovely lady, very softly spoken. Remember, you don't have to take everything that comes through. If a part of it resonates, it just helps build that link and connection. So we've got a lovely lady. She's got a softly spoken. Had such an affinity. There's a good word. An affinity in the 1940s. Very well put together. Didn't wear tights, like stockings. Tea in a proper teacup and saucer. And so we have that information. And D, which we was kind of going there as well. Dee's come up and raised, oh dear, this sounds like Lillian. At the moment, Dee's coming through with the details there.
So if that's Lillian, and the other gent, the Australian gent, he's just brought her through. So there you go. Okay, she's just saying she just wanted to come. She just wanted to come through. Sending you healing, sending you love. And she's given you a lily, one of those white lilies. I think they're a lily. Yeah, she's saying it's a lily, just for you. What else have we got here? Who else? Okay. I've got a little girl in spirit. I've got red shoes in spirit. Okay, so we have got a little girl with red shoes in spirit. She's running around. She's with her granddad. This actually is for someone I know, but I don't think she's on here. I don't know why they've come through. A granddad, little girl. What else have we got? And she just keeps saying to me, look at these shoes. Aren't they lovely? She's got a sister in there as well. She's got a brother. This is for someone called, I'm pretty sure this is for Katie.
Ready? Just pausing you. Katie and Wendy are in the chat. Just as you started, they said, hello, Sharon. Wendy and Katie are here. And very pausing before you carry on with the lovely Katie as well. Dee said, because we love a little bit of feedback as well. Dee said, Lillian, thank you, Rob. She worked in London making hats. So linking in with Dee and Lillian, she made the hats, which is what you had to haberdashery.
Yeah.
And as you were saying it, Katie and Wendy went, we're here to support you. And Katie's in the chat. But I'm going back to being quiet and let you carry on now. So carry on.
I'm going to just make this really quick, Katie. They're just all very, very excited because they said that you've started doing something new, and they're mega excited, and they're jumping up and down, and they're just saying, "Mummy, mummy, mummy, we love you, we love you." And oh my God, they are. It's like having a birthday party with them. They're having some kind of a party. I don't know if it's someone's birthday around this time, but they're showing me birthday stuff and a birthday cake and candles. But they are so proud of you. And of course, your granddad's with them. And he's saying, you know what? They're a handful, an absolute handful. But he loves them to bits. So I'm going to say, just keep all their love and send it all your way, because they're doing my head in. I don't have any grandchildren, and my children have grown up and flown the nest. Oh my God. Oh, crikey.
I want to bottle your energy. You're as bubbly as me. Right, you can stay and become and be friends with me. Oh my gosh. We said today was about having love and laughter and upliftment. And Katie said, well, but that is the magic. There's you going, I don't know why they've come through. And Spirit's
No,
gone, hello. And
no.
we all know Sharon isn't watching the comments because she is on her phone. So it's not as easy to see the comments straight in when you're on a laptop. Right, well, have a breather for the moment, Sharon. Tell
Thank
us
you.
about yourself. I know you said earlier you don't have a page yet, but tell us a
No, I
little bit
don't.
about yourself, your spiritual path, your journey, a bit about yourself, so we get to learn about this lovely, bubbly Sharon that we're all enjoying your lovely energy and mediumship.
I come into this quite late. I've only been I went to Canvey Spiritualist Church. But while I was there, I was sort of getting messages and I didn't know what to do. And I went up to the lady organizer and I said, I'm really sorry, but I've got a message for somebody. So she went, well, go and tell them. And I felt really awful. And I went, excuse me, but do you know? And I gave her this message and she burst into tears. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what have I done? And then the lady come up and said, no, that's absolutely fine. And I was going to the Canvey Spiritualist Church for, I would say, a good 6 to 8 weeks. And someone put my name forward to go to Circle. And unfortunately, my life at the moment, I am very, very busy. So I can't actually do platforms yet, but I'm working up to it. But I have actually done quite a few one-to-ones, which I really enjoy. I do enjoy doing one-to-ones. And this is my first time doing anything like this online. And I still don't know how it works. I just sort of keep getting people coming into me.
But then that is showing the best way to work. I think if we structure our mediumship, especially online, because you are 100% trusting in spirit to give you the information, you don't get them subtle cues. When somebody gives you the smile, that give you that encouraging smile to say, yeah, you're on the right path. And it is harsh, but this is why I love online, because actually to me, online truly shows that there is life after life, because you have to trust in spirit. You have to give everything that you're receiving. And there is a little bit of crossing your fingers, crossing your toes and going, please don't make me look like a complete and utter twit box whilst I'm doing this, please. And honestly, Sharon, for somebody who said you've never worked online, you've done. And the fact you're on a different technology, you're not on a laptop where you can see the comments. It's amazing. And I just love how the fact that you went, I've got this person, but they shouldn't be online. And then there was the lovely Katie and Wendy coming in to say they're here. It is absolutely fantastic media. And I love how Spirit were like nudging you to give that first reading in Canvey. And Canvey is a lovely place, as much as Thundersley as well. So I'm doing quite well. I'm relaxing here. I can have a nice relaxing evening here. I'm not having to do shit. I'll do mine tonight at 10. So, Sharon, have you got anybody else? Is anybody else in your house that wants to come and say hello?
I am just being shown a massive glass of wine. So I don't know. Somebody is there and we're not looking at a little bottle. We are looking at, the big bottles of wine, big glass of wine. And I think it's sort of something that they're saying a blush. So it's not white, it's not red. It's got a tint to it, unless they put something else in it. And who have we got coming through? Have we got anyone? They're just showing me. Maybe it's for me. Afterwards, I might actually have to go and have a glass of wine or something on a school night.
They're always the fun spirit. We like that type of spirit, don't you worry.
No, it's definitely someone here, because they're sitting there, their legs crossed, looking. I don't know if it's the phone or the laptop. And there's a glass of wine on the coffee table. And opposite them, I don't know if it's a sideboard or a table, but there is a photo of a gentleman, and I think it's the dad. And it's all right. I've got him here. Okay, I've definitely got Dad here, and he's saying, "You know who you are." he didn't believe anything like this at all. And he's showing me, I don't know if he had a connection with the sea. Definitely a connection with the sea and with boats. He loved. He's given me a memory of the sea, down the seaside. He didn't make many sandcastles. You say all he could have was a bucket and a spade, and he'd fill up the bucket and he would just plonk it on the sand. He wasn't one of these that would sit there and make a boat or make this fancy sandcastle. No, he said, no, we just wanted to run around, always running around, playing with a frisbee. And he's showing me the memory, and it's going back quite a few years because you're quite young. I'm going to see five, possibly six, something like that. And you've got curly hair. You've got very fair curly hair. Wait, do you want to give me a name, please? I have a name. I'm being given the name Steve. I don't know if that's his name or a name here. He's given me the month September. The photo he's showing me, you've got another one of him in black and white. He wasn't a beer drinker. He didn't like a beer. So I think that's possibly he might have had, he liked, I think, possibly wine or a spirit. Jack Daniels has just come into my head. So someone around likes Jack Daniels, or he liked Jack Daniels. What else are we being shown? Didn't go abroad till quite later on in life. I think Mum is possibly still on. Yeah, Mum's still here. Dad's up here in spirit. I don't know why, but I'm doing little circles going up, round, and little circles coming down. One, two, so I don't know if that means anything to anybody. It's like little circle. No, it's like going round, coming up, a loop, coming back down again, and then a little twirl at the end. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody, because I don't normally do that. He's quite musical. He liked music. What else do you want to say? Enjoy your wine. Just enjoy the wine. And the bigger the glass, the better. And what else? He's showing me a bar, but I think it was on holiday. And it's on the beach. I think when he did eventually go abroad, there was a bar and it had the straw roof on the beach and you was a little bit older, but you're sitting there and you're thinking you're very grown up, and they made you a mocktail. So he's given me all that. He's also given me the name of Graham, Terry. Can't keep giving me names. What else are we going to go with? And I have no idea about this, but he's just icing. Whether or not that's icing on the cake, I have no idea, but he's just saying icing. They will understand icing, and they are laughing. So if there was a joke or someone put icing on the face or something like that, it's something to do with icing. All right, the message, please. He sees what you're going through, and you're strong. You're very, very strong. And you can get through this. You can get through everything. All right. So keep strong. Keep the faith. He's there with you, pushing you on. And you've got it. You've got it, Gail is saying. You've got it. All right, he's just sending you lots and lots and lots and lots of love. And he's calling you baby girl. All right.
Excellent. Wow, Sharon, we've come to the end of the evening
Oh,
now. How quick it went. So the
it did.
lovely, it goes so quick. So Vicky, the lovely Vicky CH said, I can take this as my dad, and September was his birthday. So Vicky, if the other
Thank
bits
you.
resonate, anything that doesn't resonate, what we always say, put it into your spiritual bag, because it may well make sense later down the line. As you was doing the shapes as well, I could kind of see it as a roller coaster. That's when you're doing the little wells, and I was getting the roller coasters as I was coming through. So Vicky, anything that didn't resonate, please do take it with you, put in your spiritual bag, because spirit always makes sense later down the line. And so I'm going to say, well done, Sharon. That's a massive clap from us all. You did absolutely amazing, especially as you said you've never done online. And you have been an absolute treasure. Your energy is amazing. I love the energy. I love all the lovely people that you've brought through. And for those who didn't receive a message, if at any time any of the information resonated with you, remember, we don't stretch with our heads, but anything that resonates within your heart and your tummy, please know that your loved ones are with you and are giving you the support. They work collectively, so sometimes we may well get snippets of somebody else's conversation coming through as well. So at the moment, Sharon doesn't have a page, but where do you work, Sharon? You said at the moment you're not on platform, but you do one-to-one readings. Is that through Canvey Spiritualist Church, or is that how people reach you?
The best
Up a little
place.
business.
I haven't got a business yet. No, I do actually work full time as well. So my life is a little bit complicated, but I'm on Facebook, just under Sharon Dodson, Dodson, and I look totally different on there to what I do here, because I look quite beautiful on there. So it's all made up. Would you believe, for a 1940s big band do? Yes. Yeah.
And Sharon, you've got lots of well done. You've got Frank from the church saying, well done, Sharon. You've got Soph saying a brilliant messages, Sharon. You've got lovely Karen saying, Sharon. And I know Karen was the one you linked in with the gentleman and the uncle. And obviously co-boss co-boss Rob is saying, well done. And Rosemary was giving you lots of cheers, and Megan. So a super well done to you, Sharon. Super proud and super chuffed.
Thank you. Thank you all very, very much for the comments as well, even though I can't see them.
That's all right. We'll keep reading them out for you, so don't you worry. I love a reading
a comment
out. I've got to be useful somewhere along the line. So I will be back. Remember, Thundersley Presents is the first Wednesday of every month, unless something's going on and Rob or I are having a holiday. So you can come and find us on here on the first Wednesday every month. As the lovely Rob has also put down in there, you can find me. I'm known as Heavenly Sprinkles on Facebook, where I do my own platforms. I do other little bits and bobs as well, and where you can find when I'm doing platform. And again, I support the church here with doing divine services, both online and in church, and coffee mornings when I have the honour to be asked. Psst, be careful, Sharon. You never know. They might ask you to do a coffee morning. You were absolutely amazing.
Would love to. I would love to, as long as as I say, I have the time, because I am also a full-time carer for my mum, as well as working full-time. So yeah, it's rather complicated and rather busy at the moment.
I can understand that, but honestly, you have been a pleasure. Even if you just come down for the tea and the coffee and a cake, you'll be happy. If you are in the local area, please make sure you come along and visit Thundersley. It is a beautiful, loving, supportive church. You don't feel uncomfortable the minute you walk in the door. Everybody there is lovely and are so supportive and welcoming as well. Yes, Sarah. Yeah, hi, Sarah. Yes, the coffee mornings are brilliant. Remember, please, to make sure that you like, follow and share Thundersley. Thundersley has also got a TikTok page, which we are trying to work on building there as well, because there's a whole community there who are not Facebookers, as we call. But please, and also please, as Rob has put out there, if you do have any spare pennies, just a few to help donate and support the church, that'd be amazing. And also please check out their website, because it shows what's on. There's lots of things going on. There's lots of workshops coming their way. And there's lots of wonderful things that are happening. And I just coming to the end now and do a massive well done again, Sharon. You did absolutely amazing. Honestly, it has been a pleasure and a total and utter enjoyment to work with you. And remember, everybody, make sure you follow so you can come and find us next Saturday, either at Coffee Morning or come and find us online. So with that, we're going to say good evening. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. I hope you all have a lovely Easter as well. And I will see you sometime soon. And I know the church will find you hopefully this Saturday and going forward. So good evening and have a lovely weekend. And we'll say take care and look after yourself. See you later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.